Hello guys, this is Milan from Hipermedia, and in today's video I want to give you guys 5 quick tips on how to get better at your dropshipping marketing, which is basically product marketing. You can brand in dropshipping, but product marketing usually what people do. So let's hop into this. Okay, so the first tip is building up your data. What that means, so basically building up your data means that you have to advertise first at a level that you are not completely want to sell. So you're not going for just to sell, you are going for data, which means promotion campaigns, video views, engagement campaigns. This is basically just for you to get data, what your audience look like, what their target age group, what their demographics, what their basically the demographics is not that important because you probably want to target the people that speak that language that you are advertising in, or you can get a lot of actual target groups and attributes of the audiences that you want to get for, and of course in the process you will get some feedback on how is your product, because if you are just doing promotion campaigns and they buy it, then probably that means that you have a golden nugget, you have a good product, which is a good feedback. And building data is important for the next steps. So you have to build up your data, you have to get a lot of add to carts, a lot of purchases, a lot of things to get better at your conversion campaigns, which is your main focus. Because in product marketing, your main focus is selling that one product, or not just one, not branding, just selling it. And the best way is conversion campaigns, true conversion campaigns. So yeah, building up your data is a long process, but you have to keep going and have to get some feedback on it. So first start with promotion campaigns, video views, engagement campaigns, and other kind of promotions which will give a boost to your data reading. You can use worldwide targeting and you get a lot of reach, but cheap. But the problem with it is not that focused as you want. So I recommend spending on more on it. So yeah. Okay guys, so the second tip is testing creatives, using them and testing them, because maybe if you have a good video, that doesn't mean you have you get the best video or best picture, best creative. So you have to test them. Make 3 or 4 videos, especially in the building up phase, the data collecting phase, because that's a place where you can really goodly when you can better yourself with just a few more ads actually, where you can test your creatives. And yeah, basically that's it. So use 3 creatives, at least 3 creatives or more at the beginning, at the data collecting phase, and the best performing one will be the one that you will use in your conversion campaigns. And if your conversion campaigns start to decrease in performance, then you should look your creative at first. Try to switch it up, try to better that. So yeah, basically a creative is a really important stuff. And what I mean about creative is your video, photo, as well as your caption, your ad text. This is a big factor in creative, your caption. So try to experiment with that too. So the first tip is audience. You build up your data really good. So then the next thing you can do is analyze the data to get a really good audience, a narrow age group, a good demographic where this is more likely to sell, as well as a good attributes for your audience. So you can set up in Facebook that attributes, that engage shopper, all that kind of stuff, interests, and you can use your data to analyze that, what your actual audience look like. as well as your main priority is to set up lookalike audiences as much as possible. So from your engagement campaign, if you have a video, you can set up 95% watch time video viewers or something like that. I don't really recall the name, but the thing is that people who watched your video basically full, 95% of it, that will more likely to engage with your stuff and more likely to click on your link. As well as you can target those people who clicked on your link. But if you haven't got enough data from that, you can create a lookalike audience. How you can create a lookalike audience? Basically creating a custom audience from that. And you can then create a lookalike audience from your custom audience. So this is your main priority. And if you get enough sales and add to carts, which is enough is like 500 at least, but I recommend 1,000. Yeah, I know it's a lot, but if your product is good, that will be fast. So yes, basically that's it. And you can create a custom audience from your add to carts, from your from your purchases, and from your checkouts and all kind of stuff. You can create lookalikes from basically anything custom, and then you can create the lookalikes. And lookalike audiences is good because you have 10% room. And you can use 1 to 2%, 1 to 3%, and you can adjust the size of your audience. So you can use narrow size audiences, bigger size audiences with more percentage, less percentage. And yeah, basically that's it. Your main goal is to get a lot of lookalike audiences as much as possible, as many countries as possible. But as first, you have to narrow your results, and then you can create lookalike audiences, which I highly suggest you do, because that's the one that's performing really good, because Facebook algorithm is crazy good, at least in the ad section. Not talk about the organic session because that's organic category, because that's horrible in Facebook. So yeah, basically that's it. Create your lookalike audiences as fast as possible, because that's gonna give you the real results that you're looking for. And then if you created the 95%, then you will get a lot of add to carts, and then you roll the ball. So yeah, that's it, the first tip. Okay, so the fourth tip I can give you is distributing your advertising. What that means? That means that for example, you're just using Facebook ads, so basically IG and Facebook. But right now, distributing your ads, because you have a lot of actual spare money, a lot of profits, you can distribute your ads. So I highly suggest going onto Google Ads and use them. If you have more than one product, then try to use Google Ads as to promote one product at a time, and try to create different ads for different products. That will give you the best results. If you have one that's only one ad, and there you have to have a lot of captions, a lot of ad text, read it and test them too. So basically the things that I said before, before 3 tips, the previous 3 tips is going to be the determining factor in Google Ads too. So you can use that. You can narrow down the audience, you can build up your data from other campaigns and then use that for conversion campaigns. Basically that's it. And yeah, so yeah, you can use Google Ads, you can use as well as TikTok ads, or for example Snapchat. Yeah, it's sketchy. I never used Snapchat apps before, but for an 80 to 25 age group, it's a really good advertising platform, so you can try them if you are feeling good. And you can have from Snapchat and from TikTok a little bit of competitive edge, because not a lot of people using Snapchat ads right now. TikTok, yeah, people use them. You can use YouTube ads, which are more likely to get you good results, but yeah, they are not easy, and they are refers, actually not just refers, that they are needed for different products. So you can't advertise everything on YouTube. Actually you can, but there are not everything will be a good things to do in YouTube, because YouTube is a hard place to get a really good advertisement. You have to create a really good advertisement in order to achieve. So yeah, distribute your advertising as much as possible when you're rolling, when your ball is rolling, because that's gonna give you the most amount of space you can cover and the most amount of gains and gains or sales as you can get. Okay, and the last tip is the one of the most important things you can do is retargeting. Retargeting. This is the best and basically the holy grail of dropshipping and all kind of advertising, but it is really good tool to use. So I highly suggest after distributing your audience, not just after that, but when you are getting more sales and more add to carts and all kind of stuff. When you distributed your advertising, you get a lot of falling off, so scrape offs. So basically, when people just add to cart or just go to the checkout page and not purchased, then there is a little bit, not a little bit, a lot of more chance that they will buy if you encourage them enough. So how you can encourage them enough? Show them once, twice, 3 times, 4 times more. So yeah, basically retargeting is when you retarget the people that are not bought, or actually you can retarget those who purchased already. Yeah, so this is the one of the most important thing you can do. So I highly suggest retarget people from Google and from all your social media accounts, as well as your Facebook and IG advertisements, from the add to cart, and you can retarget people who already purchased from you, and that way you can get the best results as you can get. You can squeeze out everything from your advertising basically. So yeah, retargeting is the way to go, and basically one of the end goals. The second, the most important end goal is retargeting as well as your lookalike audiences. So this will give you the best results. Your lookalike audiences as retargeting, and it will give you the best results as possibly can. So yeah, but you cannot retarget people without actually doing something. So you have to have lookalike audience conversion campaigns. Yeah, basically that's it. I hope you guys enjoyed the video and helped you a lot. If you are interested in my services, link in the description down below. And yeah, I see you in the next one. Bye guys.